Hey guys, Esteban here. Welcome to another weekly analysis slash breakdown of what happened throughout this week from April 8th to April 12th. It was a very normal week. You'll guys see in this video how I make my analysis in a live trading basis from Monday to Friday. All my actions, all my decisions, and all my biases towards what the market is doing. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hello guys, welcome to a new daily analysis. Today it's Monday, April 8th, and I'm watching AU. I don't see anything right now. There's no news today, so we're fine about that, but I don't see anything. You can see the price action here. Literally, price action has been consolidating since 6:30, 6:40 a.m. You can see that there's no momentum. I understand that price took liquidity from Sunday's high, but there's nothing like with huge momentum here to consider an opportunity, and we have very close Friday's high, which is this one. So maybe I'm expecting for price to take that high there and this liquidity sitting above this zone, and maybe I could look for sales opportunities, but to be honest, I don't have a clear bias right now, which means that it might be a no trading day. If I see something more clear, I'll tell you guys. Also, it's important to clarify that the XY, we can see that price recently in the daily time frame. Price took a historical high here from February 14th, and it went down, which means, and it actually broke structure to the downside. We can see here in plenty opportunities, so in here and also in here, and it gave a discount to this area here, which makes me bias towards sales in the XY, which means buys in AU. So yeah, based on that, I think price is going to continue to the upside. So there's nothing clear right now. Like I said, I will expect for price maybe to take Friday's high, and after that I will consider maybe if there's an opportunity or if there isn't. So I'll catch you guys later. Okay guys, I was waiting to put an order here, but I was waiting for something kind of like this. So we can see that there was a demand zone there, and I was looking for a discount here, and I was going to sell around this area to target, like I said before, Friday's high, which right now you guys can see that price, it just took Friday's high, and that was exactly what I was looking for in terms of the direction and the movement of price today. So now it's time for us to look for sales to the session, because we must understand that price has been going up since Friday. You guys can see from Sunday. It went up all Sunday and also all Mondays in London session. So now it's time for us to look for sales opportunities. Now I'm not looking for buy opportunities. Okay guys, so it's 9:11 a.m. Like I said, price already took Friday's high. Now it's rejecting to this interesting zone after filling this gap here, and also in the XY we can see that price just took Sunday's low in this area here, which makes me a little bit biased towards buys in the XY and some sales in AU. So I'll maybe look for sell opportunity from this area here, targeting a little bit lower around this area. So yeah, that's what I'm looking for right now. But it's also very crucial to understand that there's also a zone here that is exactly in correlation with the trend that price has right now, which is bullish. So I'll be also very cautious of a discount and maybe some confirmation here to the upside. So yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Hello guys, so it's almost 10:30 a.m. and I decided that I'm not gonna take any trades today. You can see that after I was watching this possibility of buying at this area here, but I didn't have any confirmations to buy. Price literally rocket launched from this zone here, and now it arrived to this zone and it's been rejecting, but there's no confirmation. You guys can see that the closest break of structure was this one here, and price didn't break that zone, which it's basically no confirmations today. So yeah, I basically believe that there's big chances for price to keep going up and take this Thursday's high, but it may happen today, tomorrow, or throughout this week. So I'm just staying away from the markets today, and let's see what happens tomorrow, Tuesday. See you guys. Hello guys, welcome to a new day in the markets. Today is Tuesday, April 9, and I just put an order in this side here. I'm selling. I put a limit order here. Let's see if it's activated. Okay, so the order has been activated already. Let's see what happens. So this is basically my analysis. So price took this high here of the high of April 4, and it reversed, making in the 1 hour a supply zone, and the 15-minute basically the same thing. And in the 5 minutes we can see the price broke structure here. This was the first break of structure. Price, instead of going up like this, instead of doing like this and continue going up, respected a bearish market, and then it broke structure again. So now I'm entering this zone here, full of gaps and also full of supply zones. This is a supply zone. So yeah, we'll see what happens, and I'm targeting all these gaps here, that if you guys can see, the whole London, the market was completely bullish. So I'm expecting maybe for a reversal in New York to mitigate all these gaps, and I'm targeting this low here. So let's see what happens, and we'll see if it's a winning trade or a losing trade. Okay guys, unfortunately the camera stopped recording, so I'm gonna show you guys what happened here. I'm in a replay mode, but before showing you guys what happened, there's already an uploaded video of this live trade in my YouTube channel. So if you guys want to see it, it's right here in the link. But yeah, this is basically what happened. If we move forward, price of course triggered our entry point, and it took us in a stop loss. It was basically a stop loss in less than 20 minutes, which is very frustrating because of course it was kind of my mistake, because I considered this a break of structure when in reality the most clean break of structure maybe would have been this, based on the fact that price was completely bullish. So this movement was just a small reversal for price to continue to the upside. Also, we can see that then price of course start dropping, but later on, which means that our initial analysis was correct in terms of thinking that price already reached a place where it was highly probable to go down, but it wasn't the specific zone where we sold. So yeah, these things happen. It was not the best trade, but I'll learn from this mistake and I will never make it again. Hello guys, welcome to a new day in the markets. Today it's April 10, it's a Wednesday, and it's currently 9:24 in the morning New York time. I'm looking at the markets. It's kind of a little bit late. I usually start recording around 8:30 New York time, but I was actually analyzing the markets before, but it was CPI today. You guys can see at 8:30 a.m. CPI news dropped. This news usually destroy the market. as it did today. So you guys can see this horrible price action with a lot of momentum to the downside. So yeah, it looks like a no trading day for me. If price decides to do this and then this, I'll maybe look for opportunities for selling in this point. But if not, I'm not looking for any more than that, unless maybe price reacts to this zone and it starts doing something like this, then I will consider buys. But yeah, at the moment that's what I see, and it looks pretty much like a no trading day. So I'll catch you guys later to see if I actually take some trades or if it was just a no trading day. Okay guys, so it's 10:41 a.m. and basically today, as I told you guys earlier, there were big chances that today, Wednesday, was going to be a no trading day, and that's what basically happened. As you guys can see, price literally continue going down. Now it's kind of rejecting to this zone, which is a little bit interesting, but as you guys know, I trade until most of the times 10:30 a.m, maximum 11 a.m, and it's right now 10:42 a.m. New York time. So this means that it's a no trading day. It's fine. That's basically what usually happens with CPI. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys tomorrow, Thursday. Hello guys, welcome to a new day in the markets. Today it's Thursday, April 11. Right now it's 8:49 a.m. New York time. We had some high impact news today. One at 8:15 a.m. from in the euro, then 8:30 a.m. in our pair USD, and then at 8:45 euro again. So as we can see in this last candle here, this was basically the news. You guys can see all the momentum here. This was the news at 8:30 a.m. The PPI dropped. Price in DXY recently in the daily time frame, it's almost reaching this zone, which is very interesting. It didn't reach it completely, but it already took this Tuesday's high here, which is basically a very clear sign that price might want to go to the downside in DXY. Also, if we check Euro USD, I usually like to check Euro USD as a confirmation because it's a pair that moves very, very similar to AU. You guys can see that price took this Monday's low, as well as yesterday's low, which is this one here. So now there's very clear signs of price wanting to go up. So if DXY goes down and Euro USD goes up, that means that there's big chances of AU going up. So I'm more biased towards buys in AU at this moment. The only thing is that I would have liked price to have taken liquidity first and then going up. But price recently took London's low. So this one here was London's low. This one here, right? This one, that was London's low. And it recently took London's low in the news. And after taking it, it broke structure to the upside, and also it broke this main structure here. Which means that basically it makes a lot of sense for us to think that price might want to go to the upside. The thing is that the trend right now, it's bearish. So it's also possible for price to reach this zone here. That is almost very close to reach it. And react something like this. And then we can look for sells in this zone, targeting maybe some zones around this area. So that's what I'm looking right now. And I'll see if price actually give us the discount to this zone here, right? because you guys can see that it went a little bit down, but it didn't touch this zone here, which was like the point of entry or the interesting point, or even this one would be very interesting, right? It didn't reach that zone. And in the XY, it also did basically the same thing, but it didn't reach this zone as well. So I'm still looking to see if price actually rejects from here and continues going up in the XY for me to change my bias towards selling in AU. So I'll see what happens. Okay guys, so I'm looking for buys. Right now price, it's rejecting to this zone here, but for me, like, it's valid of course, but I'm not gonna consider that zone. I would love to see like a bigger discount to zones around this area. And when price reach this zone, if price reach this zone, I'm gonna look for a confirmation in the 5 minutes to see if I take the trade or if I stay away from this operation. So I'll catch you guys to see what happens. Okay guys, so as we can see, price started pushing up very hard. Like I said, we must be patient because my ideal zone would have been this one, but as you guys can see, when price did the reversal, so it broke structure and did the reversal, it didn't reach my zone, which are all these gaps here, right? So let's say, for example, right now I can't have FOMO of considering maybe to enter in this area. Let's change to Wanda. Imagine I have FOMO and I decided to enter here, right? This will be to have FOMO because this is way too, in my opinion, way too expensive to consider buying. I would like to see a bigger discount to take all these orders here and reject maybe around this area here to continue to the upside. Okay guys, so quick update. It looks pretty much like price just left us. It didn't give us the complete reversal, because as you guys can see, the reversal was done here, you see, in this area. So price broke structure and it gave the reversal to here, right? But what happens here is that despite giving the reversal, is, if you guys can see, it didn't reach my zone just by this, like it didn't reach my zone, you guys can see, which this means that if I would have taken this, it was because of FOMO, because I should wait for price to reach my zone and reject around this area, not before. Okay guys, it's 10:06 a.m. New York time and my bias changed completely. Now I'm looking for sells. I'm waiting for a discount towards this area here to be able to sell, targeting this low here. I will see if price give me the reversal to this area here and for me to be able to sell, or if it just drops completely. The reason for that is because it's not only respecting this zone here, the 1 hour, but it's also in DXY, it's also had already took this lows here. Basically, you guys can see it took this lows here. There was liquidity sitting around this area. It also took that liquidity. So now I'm biased towards price taking this high here. So that's what I'm looking. It first manipulated this highs here and it in the broke structure to the downside. Now I'm expecting the opposite. So I'll hope that price give me a reversal. I don't think it's gonna give me that reversal I want, but that's basically what I'm looking for right now, to see if actually price give me that discount. Also, I'm just looking right now, and this is also a possible entry here. So now I'm gonna move my entry to this point here with my stop loss around this area, targeting maybe this lows here. So that's basically what I'm gonna do right now. Okay guys, so the order is placed now. Let's see if it activates my order for me to sell in this area here, targeting this lows around this zone, because I consider this as liquidity in this area. So I'm gonna do that, and I will see if it works or if my initial bias was right. Okay guys, so I'm gonna move my stop loss, right? So I'm gonna move it here, this area. So stop loss and take profit. So my stop loss is gonna be this one. So this is gonna be this, and my take profit, it's gonna be this one here. So in here, so that's gonna be my levels, right? So that's gonna be it. So if I lose 248, which is basically the 1% of my account balance right now. And here it's my take profit, and around 592 for an approximate of 1 to 2.39 percent or risk reward in this trade. So let's see if actually price give me that reversal to this zone and it activates my area, and see if we can have a winning trade, or if just price decides to continue dropping. So yeah, that's what I'm looking for right now, and we'll see what happened. Price left us 2 times today, for buys and for sells apparently. Well, there's nothing I can do. If it's 10:30 and I don't see like a quick reversal or some momentum that indicates that price is gonna reverse to this zone, I start talking and it starts going even lower. So yeah, no, I think price left me 100%. So you guys can see, it was beautiful. It was a beautiful trade. I was able to change my bias at the correct moment, and as you guys can see, it was a perfect entry to consider sells in this point, because it was a full break of structure. So it was nice to see price doing this, reversing and then dropping, but price literally didn't reverse at all. So yeah, well, it hasn't reversed yet. That's what I mean. The real question is, am I expecting for price to reverse or to continue dropping and stay away from this? Let's see. Like I said, if it's 10:30, I'm gonna cancel the order, because I don't see like possibilities of price reversing to my zone. Okay guys, so it's 10:30 a.m. basically, and I just cancel the order. Unfortunately, price didn't give us our desired discount. So as you guys can see, this lines indicates this was my expected reversal for us to sell, but price didn't give us that, unfortunately. So it's already 10:30, and DXY price already took this high, which was basically our target. So yeah, price continued dropping, and that's unfortunate, because price left us in buys today, and it also left us in sells today. So yeah, as you guys can see, if I erase this, it was very nice because it broke structure in this side here, right? Broke structure this, it also broke structure in this zone. So when price broke here, basically when it did this, I was expecting for price to reverse to this zone and then drop, and I was targeting all this liquidity sitting here. As you guys can see, all this liquidity, I was targeting that was my target. So yeah, that was all for today, guys, and frustrating day, but it's fine. I respected my rules. I waited for my confirmations and nothing happens. I'll see you guys tomorrow, Friday, to see if the market actually performs way better. See you guys. Hello guys, welcome to another day in the markets. Today is April 12th. It's a Friday and I'm looking at AU. I've been analyzing my pair for around 30 minutes and it's definitely too bearish. You guys can see that it started dropping, like all London session it dropped, and it's still dropping in New York session. Usually like to see reversals in New York session, but at the moment there's no sign of a possible reversal, unless price, you guys can see that it's very close of taking this 1st of April's low. So maybe when it take it, I will expect maybe something to the upside, right? That will be basically the ideal thing to see. But yeah, we will see. After price taking this low, I will only be looking for buys, right? Like I said, depends if price do something like this, right? And then I will buy here. But there's still some candles to be created for something like that to happen. So I'll be patiently waiting to see if there's a setup, and if not, it's a no trading day for me. Okay, so price took that low already, and it not only took this low here, but it also took this low here. So I'm definitely waiting to see if there's a reversal to mitigate all these gaps here. There's a lot of gaps here that the CPI news left, or this was Wednesday, I think. Yeah, I think those ones were the CPI news. So there's a lot of gaps to be filled. So now I'm waiting for a reversal on this side. Okay guys, it's 9:30 a.m. And this pretty much looked like a no trading day. You guys can see price is still dropping, hasn't reversed yet. There's no signs of reversal. Price took all these lows here and it didn't even reject to those, which means that there's a lot of selling power. So yeah, that basically it. I'll continue checking, but if around 10 a.m, 10 a.m, something like that, if the market steals like this, that will be all for today. So yes, I will update you guys to see if something changes, but for me to consider a valid possible reversal, price first must to do like a clear break of structure to the downside, then give us a discount, and then be able to buy. And for that to happen, I think it might happen, but not in my trading session. So yep, I'll update you guys to see what happens. Okay guys, as you guys can see, price didn't reverse. It's still dropping. It's basically rejecting to every single supply zone in the chart. So yeah, that's basically it for today. I was expecting for maybe a reversal, something like this. A price do this and then wait for a discount and then buy, right? But it's too late now. Liquidity, it's decreasing. So I decided that I'm not gonna take any trade. This week was kind of slow. I only took one trade and it was a losing trade. So I ended up this week in -1%, but it's fine because last week I ended up in 1% as well, which means that these 2 weeks I'm break even. It's fine. But yeah, this is what happened today in the markets. I'll see you guys the next week to see if we can actually have a much better week with more opportunities in the market. See you guys. So yes guys, that was my performance this week from Monday to Friday. As you can see, I lost 1% of my account, and last week I won 1%, which means that in these last 2 weeks my final results kind of are a break-even point. Usually it's very common that there are weeks that we are not going to end up in profit. That's completely fine because we aim for big numbers in the long term. We are not based in short-term results, we're based in long-term results. At the end, the most important thing I did in this week was that I respected my confirmations and my rules 100%. Despite, of course, not taking the best quality setup on Tuesday, the rest of the days I analyzed and I didn't face FOMO. And I, of course, respected my rules, which is very important. Profitability is not based on ending every single week in profit, but in the long term, making profit. So yeah, it's very, very common, and it's not for worrying that I ended up minus 1% in this week. Let's see what the next week happens. If the next week I also finish in negative, that's something that I will be cautious and I will be analyzing if I'm doing something wrong. But if not, everything is fine. So yeah, I'll see you guys next week to see if we can make some profit. See you guys.